Yeah. Let me, there's a question that's relevant to the topic about Adam being the son of God. Luke 3:38. So let me take that question. I think we have a few minutes, right? We have a few minutes?
Yeah, okay. Just, yeah.
Because he said, what does it mean for Adam to be the son of God? Well, number one, it's in the context, Adam is God's son and that God is Adam's life giver. If you go to Acts 17:28, one definition of son of God, being a child of God, is that God is the source of your life. He made you, he created you, he sustains you. That's Acts 17:28. So Adam is a son of God in that God is the source of his life. God made Adam, breathed life into Adam, sustains Adam, animated Adam. So that's one definition. So the person asking the question, I'm answering your question. Adam is God's son in that God is his life giver. God gave Adam life, animated him, and sustained him. Another meaning of son of God is that Adam is called to reflect God's moral character. To be in the image of God, to be a child of God, is to reflect God's moral characteristics. And this is confirmed in passages such as Matthew 5:9. So I'm giving you the references because of sake of time, we can't go over them. Matthew 5:9 and Matthew 5:43 to 48, where there we're told, for example, in Matthew 5:9, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Notice, if you bring about peace, you're a child of God because God is a God of peace. So in that aspect, you're reflecting God's moral quality of peace, bringing about peace, creating an environment of peace. So if you bring peace, you're a child of God because God is a God of peace. And that's also stated in Matthew 5:43, 48, in that Jesus says to love your enemies as your heavenly Father loves his enemies and does good to them. So notice, if you show kindness to your enemies and you love your enemies, you're truly a child of your heavenly Father, because in that way you're reflecting God's love for even his enemies. So to be a son of God, a daughter of God, is to reflect God's moral characteristics. The third aspect of being a son of God in reference to Adam is that Adam shares in the dominion of God. He was given authority to rule over God's physical creation and reflect God's moral characteristics to God's physical creation. So that Adam is God's son and that God gave him life. He's called to reflect God's characteristics, and he's called to share in God's rule over physical creation. That's what it means for Adam to be a son of God, and that's what it means for all of us to be sons and daughters of God. Hope that answered the question.